Good afternoon. So lovely to see you. Thank you for joining Words of Wisdom. I am sitting at my magic table once again. I've had a very busy day, lovely day. And I wanted to share a few things with you just to see whether anyone else out there feels the same. It's something that is, often I do when I'm walking. I call it the power of thought. I've got a bit of a situation with the sort of friendship side of things at the minute. And it's very difficult sometimes. I was speaking to a friend of mine earlier and we were talking, and I was saying to her, it's about really sitting back and observing how you can respond or you can react, and if you need to, is it going to change anything? Now, it's not to say that you don't speak your truth, because that's something that I battle with a little bit. I've got this scenario with one of my children, and it's like, I don't ask for much. I try and be there for them and do as much as I can for them. And, when I need something and it really is important for me, they just don't seem to see it. And is it because I'm not communicating enough, or I'm not communicating properly? What is it that I need to do in order for them to answer my call? And then I think to myself, actually, is it up to them to do so, or is it just for me to get on and do my thing and just satisfy me? So it's very difficult. Yesterday, before we started the reading, we sort of talked about the idea of sort of staying in embracing the unknown. Being true to your cosmic purpose is to learn to embrace that unknown and let the purpose unfold naturally, normally. Don't try and control and that type of thing. The next chapter 10, begin to live from the inside out and vibrate with the frequency of your soul self. So one thing that will shift you further into your cosmic purpose is learning to live from the inside out rather than from the outside in. When you live from the outside in, you allow the world around you and all that happens out there to determine your inner state, whether you can be happy, fulfilled, purposeful, or in flow. Your whole day can be ruined by someone being rude to you, something inconvenient happening, or seeing something you don't like on social media. When you allow the outside world to determine your reality and emotional state, you will always be at the mercy of an external force, and life uncertainties will throw you out of alignment over and over again. You take on other people's opinions, moods, and energies, and find yourself in constant comparison. When you are waiting for something out there to happen or change before you can be happy, you will wait forever. When I finally get that relationship, I'll be happy. When I finally get that promotion, I'll be happy. You give away the power to live your cosmic purpose to the outside world, and you end up chasing but never attaining, striving but never arriving. And I really thought about that, because, you can't really change other people to suit what it is that you need to happen. So I had a situation with a close friend of mine, and she made a change into our plans. It was a bit of an excuse, and she said, I hope you don't mind. It was just as if I shouldn't mind. So I thought, no, well, I do mind. I look forward to seeing you, and I booked a table for us to eat out. And anyway, so I said so. Instead of sort of apologizing and saying, well, I'm really sorry, I've upset you, and, wasn't my intention. What I have got is, well, you upset me 2 weeks ago, I should have said. In other words, is that what she means? She's doing you hurt me, I hurt you. I wasn't aware I upset her. She should have said. So it was almost like she's given herself an excuse, because, I did something to her 2 weeks ago that I'm not even aware of, but she's found that reason to be acceptable for how she has let me down today. So I thought I'd share that with you, because I think it's quite important to recognize how we then respond or react to it. What is it going to change? I could get upset about it, I could worry about it, I could overthink it, but what for? It doesn't change the fact that we're not going out for a meal and getting together, because that was taken off the table. It doesn't change the fact that she has put out there now her excuse. She's made her reasoning in her mind. She's not going to change that. And she's projected that onto me. Now I can fight that. I can say, well, I didn't know, or, what have you. I could question. I can see what she's done. And all I can do really is accept that. And move forward and move on and not let it worry me or disturb me. In actual fact, it's quite nice to be able to sit at my magic table and speak to you guys without having to worry about going anywhere else. It's hot, bothered. I've just finished with the horses. I'm hot and bothered. I've come upstairs. I've got my lovely fan on and I'm sitting here with you. So, and having a conversation with Spirit. So for me, I think I'm at a win. It's great. I'm happy. As far as one of my children is concerned, I'm hoping that maybe it's going to take a moment for him to get out of his ego brain of, I wasn't asked initially, I'm being stubborn about this now, and causing this turmoil that doesn't need to be turmoil at all. If only he would just get rid of that stubborn bit of being difficult. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm going to just have to decide to do what I need to do. And if they want to, or he wants to join in or be part of, that's entirely up to him. So it's very difficult sometimes, isn't it, to really think about living from the inside out, living without fear of or feeling guilty. Oh, I've upset someone. Well, I have no intent. There was no intention to upset anyone. I didn't go out of my way to upset someone. If someone was upset, well, if you talk to me about it, I can apologize. But if I don't know about it, how can I apologize? So that's really all I can say about that scenario. And I have got to do what is right and what I feel is right for me and what I would like to do. Because even though I can say, well, I do so much for you, you're not giving me anything back. That's not right either, is it? It's got to be unconditional. So what I do for them, I do because I love to do it. I do it from a place of heart, a place of love. And if they don't satisfy me in whatever way I need to satisfy me, I can't blame them. It's their situation. So for 8 minutes, I've ranted on about something quite personal, and I hope that you don't mind. But if anyone resonates with that and understands what I'm talking about, please let me know. But it's about living in this way means you are fully dependent on the outside world for approval, validation, answers, a sense of worth, or to fulfill your emotional needs, give you what you need. Well, no, because what I actually want to make sure of is I'll give myself what I need. And if it means that I have to go on my own travels, then I'll do that and sort my own self out. I'm doing what I want to do now for my benefit. I'm filling my cup. And I was saying this to another friend of mine who came over today, who battles to do that. And she's learning on her journey about people pleasing and that external validation. It's all to do with the ego, that she finds herself needing, knowing that actually she needs to find it within herself. And that's quite difficult. And often we are given tests with people that Spirit know you're going to pay attention to. So our children, our loved ones, our best friends, our people that we're with all the time, that we actually go, oh, hang on a minute, what was that about, And that's really interesting to think of. So that's where I'm going to leave that. I have got our Akashic record tarot today. And I don't really know what it's about, other than I ask Spirit for help in my guidance right now and sort of knowing what I should be doing with my friend and with my child. But actually, I think I've just answered that question myself talking to you. So thank you for listening. So we'll ask Spirit what it is that we can look forward to coming, you know, moving forward within the next week, and just see what it is that we're being guided with. Maybe there's something here you're thinking of as well, like I was thinking of, and maybe that will be the answer. I always set that intention that my friend here will get the answer that they need as well. So we will start with our runes, because we like our runes on our table to start off with. This is calling to me and I don't know. That beautiful picture. I was just having a read of the patron saint of Pizza, prayer to Our Lady of the patron saint, Sotogli Organi, Holy Virgin Mary, Mother of God and of mankind, you who watch over and protect Pisa, look after us who, full of hope, turn to your motherly intercession. So it's interesting how I was talking about my child, and you know, my motherly sort of way in which I will always help out, and you know, at the end of the day, you can't expect back the same sort of level. They're not there yet, are they? They're much younger than you, your children. And I was saying the same to my friend, because she has a similar situation herself with her children. Oh, we have one that went on the floor. There it is. So interesting. We have 4 today on the table. Oh, that was a hard bend down forward. Interesting. Okay, let me see what the big rune is. Our big rune today on the table is our cross, is our support. And isn't it funny how I have these cards, and I was really looking at this beautiful card here, the Holy Virgin Mary with a child, holding on to a child, looking at the child. That's lovely. The other picture, the other one that I've also got is this one, and there's a cross there, and this is a prayer of Saint Ranieri, major patron saint of the town and the Archdiocese of Pisa. Right, okay, very interesting. Let's just see where we're going with that. So this is our beautiful main stone on the table today. The magic begins. Here we go. So we have got this rune, and I want to just show you. It's called Jira, and this is Jira came out this morning in my card runes when I did my reading on TikTok. Jira is the results of earlier efforts are realized, a time of peace and happiness, fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy, hopes and expectation of peace and prosperity. Okay, so that's Jira. We've also got that fishy looking one. We've had him before. Can't remember the name. Anyway, but that's that. We have got this one. This has not come out, and we've got this one, which comes out quite often. All right, Wunyu, and this one. So we have 4 on the table. I'm going to read them to you, of course, because I think it's important that we do our learning together, and we know then what it is that we are going to get from our magical cards as well. So Jira, as in year, Yera. Yera is the rune of harvest, the seasonal year which is ever turning. It's similar to the neo-pagan concept of the wheel of the year. Yera, it signifies that each season of a cycle has its purpose, and so it is also reminds us that the attainment of goals often takes time. A seed planted in spring must be given time to grow, and the resulting plant can only be harvested in its proper time. Funny how I said to you, the children don't know, do they? Because they're not there yet. They're younger. Yeah, interesting. So Yera follows a series of 3 runes which focuses on obstacles. If you'll be dealing with adversity, Yera emerges as a positive sign that troubles are receding and you are moving into a fortuitous time of forward activity. It also indicates prosperity, abundance, success in business, and some other form of payoff for your efforts. Celebrate your good fortune, appreciate the joys of your current circumstances, and strengthen your hopes and plans for the future. Interesting, as we are in our full moon phase. So, year symbolize the union of opposites as well, such as dawn and dusk, and the liminal times between seasons, such as warm days of autumn or the cold days of spring. You are who you are because of the lessons life has taught you. Incredible. So, fertility, creativity, bringing in desired events, family matters, growth, increase, patience, facilitates harmonious relationships to time and seasons. Very good. Beautiful. All right, let's see what our next one is saying to us, which we've had before and I can't remember the name of. Uthila, the final rune of the Elder Full Walk. This one. It's the rune of heritage, speaks to what we come into the world with in terms of who we were born to and raised by. Children, raising children. Interesting. No matter how we may resemble or differ from the rest of our family, and no matter how far from home we've traveled or how independently we've established ourselves, we carry traits, beliefs, habits, and influences from our family of origin. So what is it that I need to teach my child? You know, I can't just sit back, actually. And I was saying exactly the same to my friend. Very interesting. This also signifies assistance from friends or older people. It also may encourage the cultivation of a garden, a particular skill, or an area of study in order to build stable resources. It's about maintaining status quo. Things have always been done like this. In an ever-changing world, it's up to you to distinguish between what is useful to hang on to and what needs to be discarded so that you can live and grow in your own authenticity on the physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. Wow. I'm blown away by this already. That is incredible. Perhaps you have a lifestyle that your parents or your ancestors would not approve of, or perhaps you are finding it necessary to hide your true self and conform to the dominant worldview of those around you. Right? Okay, this is very, very, very fortuitous. Very good. Very, very interested in this. Right, I don't see this one actually, but I'm going to see if I can find... Sometimes I do worry that there's little stones in here that actually have that have arrived, and they don't seem to be associated colors with Uthila: yellow, gold, green. Associated deities is Odin. Astrological association is Saturn and Mars. Elements is earth. Magical correspondence: star, ruby, moss agate, oak, or hawthorn. I love that. I love it. But I don't see this other one. This is very interesting. Okay, no, we've got it. We've got a stone here that we can't. A rune, I shouldn't say a stone. A rune that we actually don't know what it is. So. Interesting. It's like a diamond on it. It's like really interesting. I'll have to come back to you guys on that one at once when I can find it. I would love to be able to find it, but I don't know why it's in this one. Look, the one that fell on the floor. So it's funny how we always get 3, don't we? But then this one did jump out. So I'm going to leave him to the top here. I will find out what that means. Then we've got our Thurisaz, this one. Chiefly concerned with aspects of protection and resistance to danger or unwanted circumstances. If you go into a challenging or potentially dangerous situation, You can surround yourself with a shield of protective energy, carrying a talisman, or be extra mindful of your environment or your actions. Taking these measures is often enough to deter potential attackers from trying to harm or take advantage of you, so that you can avoid an unpleasant situation altogether. What did I say? Honestly, it's incredible. Don't take the easy path. If doing so allows you to skirt responsibility, be willing to listen to advice from those you trust, even if you don't like what you hear. Drawing this rune reverse may mean, okay, we don't have a reversal, so that's fine. Yeah. It also indicates that you're facing an important decision requiring careful consideration. So react or respond. What am I going to do? I've got two situations here. Yeah, the ability to come from a neutral, rational place when making a decision that can significantly impact your life is another form of protection against unwanted circumstances. It can also represent a stroke of luck in a positive or a negative sense, depending on the position of the rune. So this rune is sacred to both Thor, the Norse god of thunder and lightning, and Loki, the trickster god. It reminds us that chaos is necessary for transformation, and that what appears to be positive at first may not be. We may love a good thunderstorm, but then the land may benefit from the rain, but we also know that lightning may strike and trees may be destroyed. So it's defensive magic, protection, and help with decisions, and good luck. That's incredible. I'm blown away with that. So thank you, Spirit, for that very lovely guidance, beautiful guidance. I'm very interested to know exactly what our Akashic record cards are going to be telling us today in concern with this beautiful, beautiful runes that have come out, that have, you know, I mean, you may be thinking something completely different. I don't know. What I'm thinking and what I ask Spirit for guidance for is exactly what I told you. Those are my two situations, and it's important for me to learn my lessons and learn from them. Right, so we've got these cards on the table. The first one we've got is number 11. No surprise, protection from Spirit, and 11's been following me today. Can you see that? Why is this so dark? I don't know. Anyway. All right. Maybe I should lift this up a little. Can you see okay? Okay. Perhaps that will be a little bit better. So it's the Ark of the Covenant, number 11. We've also got 4 of Roses, which is the views of the ego. And interestingly, this is in reverse. And I said when I started ranting on and saying about the ego, in the picture you can see this person standing there looking themselves. People are looking, you know, trying to swag it up, but it was in reverse. So that's really nice, the fact that it was in reverse. It's a positive for me. 5 of Forces, summer and winter, and the summer is the top bit. So that's lovely, something in summer for us. We've also got initiation and the Count of Saint Germain. But that was also in reverse. So there we are. There's our picture. I shall read that for us. All right. And the last one was Caught in the Ruins. And you can see there people sitting behind. Can you see? Sitting behind the gateway here. Almost like a prison. Caught in the Ruins. All right. So let's have a little read about what we are learning today from our wonderful Spirit team before we go on. The Ark of the Covenant, number 11. So the stars are shining. I'm going to read that to you. On a serene desert night, fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. 2 men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It also can show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work towards your highest purpose, to hold the sacred covenant you have to touch the world with your light. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Spirit. Right, views of the ego. Let's read that one in reverse. The Four of Roses. Okay, in reverse. Your tolerance of a self-serving person's behavior has come to an end. You have realized that some lack in your own definition of self has attracted this person who is unable to give. You are ready to give to yourself. You are now more aware of your priorities, and you're ready to take the action that honors you. No longer are you willing to be neglected or minimized. You might falter a little bit, but be strong and take the steps to put this person behind you. During this time, whenever your ego causes you to feel lack in your life, say thank you for the reminder to turn your eternal truth in that moment. Say to yourself, abundance is the condition of my life. Feel yourself filled with the love and power that are inexhaustible. It is only when you treat yourself better that you declare to the universe that you deserve better. And if you have been watching this reading from the beginning, I think you and I are resonating really lovely on the fact that, I think I'm making the right decision in my decision making, and in how I'm dealing with the situations that I'm being presented right now. It's hard, it's not easy, but it's something that is important to do. Five of Forces, our beautiful forces, and it is summertime. The seasonal cycle card reveals how best to spend your energy at this time. The beautiful sunlit sky of summer overlooks farmers working hard on their growing crops. Summer is a yang time of great activity, so this is your notice to get going. Action is an important part of this cycle, and it can take many forms. There may be something you can do to accelerate your professional life. This may also be the perfect time to take steps towards your personal goals. Perhaps get some more exercise, plan more social events, or start a fun activity you've been wanting to do. You might also reflect on what actions or perspective would attract a new romance or enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done, then go for it. This cycle is a perfect time to create a smiling, self-loving energy and project it outward for the world to see. Also, don't be surprised if a trip is coming your way. This card implies movement of some kind, so get ready. Told you, I just need to do my thing. And that is beautiful. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. Five of Forces, our summertime. All right, number 14 is Invitation of the Count of Saint Germain, but it is in reverse. So I'm going to read reversal. The time of your initiation has been upon you, but you are holding on to old ways and are resistant to the wonderful changes at hand. The old things in relationships that keep your energy low are not your safety net, but rather the opposite. They keep you mired in your difficulties. Even if the low energy people and things keeping you down are gone, you may be stuck on their loss or just afraid to move on to something new. We've got to get going. We've just been told. Don't block your movement to a high utilization of force and mind. Remember I said to you with my son, that's exactly what he's doing at the moment, this blocking. It's interesting. With it, you can change your life and be the very face of the world. Incredible. And then number 16. It came out and it spun round, so I'm going to read the reversal of 16 and the upright just to see what it is that caught in the ruins. In the upright, it's a difficult or dark situation that seems to have you trapped. It could be hurtful, empty relationship, unhappy or a stultifying job, behavioral actual addiction, or even a negative sabotaging belief system. Even if these limiting situations and actions are strong, they are self-imposed. It just takes some effort and determination on your part to make that change. If you do nothing, you'll perpetuate your attachment to this dark situation. Now it reversed itself as it came out. Look, it fell out and it's reversed itself. So I'm going to now read the reversal. A horrible, dark or confining situation is coming to an end. You've discovered that you can break free from these self-imposed limits. Now you've escaped and you've started to put the prison of past histories and beliefs behind you. It's time to move into the green growth and harvest what your new efforts and power create. Be sure to stay the course. These old histories have a tendency to pull you back. If you start to slip, catch yourself. Recreate the new thoughts and actions of the new you. You've stepped into your power and it's yours forever. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's ask our Akashic Records what is the future, because this has really given me the situation, what I was asking help for, that I know what I need to do now. I need to get going. Is there something here, please Spirit, that we can look forward to in the very near future? Let's ask for near future. We've got something here that it's come out like this, look. And it's come out down here. It's the Four of Keys and it's clearing the way. So what they're sort of telling me, it's in the corner of the table, is yes, something is being cleared right now, but you're not allowed to see it as yet. I've just heard that. It's not actually going to be something that we're going to be aware of right now. Maybe around about this time period, the increscent moon, that we might start to see something here through this window. There's something, intuition moon, something is going to come to light maybe. I'm going to read this Six of Keys and Four of Keys for you as well. And I want you to remember something with keys. Let's just say the keys represent values, wealth, success, worth, abundance, career, authority, confidence, achievement, and power that you can experience and express in your life. Keys are emblematic of locking away and keeping safe what you treasure. They also reflect opening at every level, opening to ownership, to opportunity, to new directions, to greater power and possibilities. So our Four of Keys, that was sort of comes out on the side, very interesting. It's a strong signal. It's time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. And we've been told by Five of Forces, take the action. And remember about this caught in the ruins. It's self-imposed sabotaging, the blockages, and it came out and it reversed itself to say that you're realizing this. Get going. So clearing the way in upright is about you must be clear-headed. Be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. Overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. So I feel that's why this card has come in. So you've got to be very aware of the situations right now. These lessons that are coming, take hold of them, learn them, look at them, value them, use them. Don't worry about anything else. It will take care of itself. Spirit is here to help us move forward, remember? And this way is being cleared when it's in the reversal. We can celebrate that things are going to start moving forward. And then we had the Six of Keys. Where the waxing moon on the card shows an exciting time of increased abundance and growth. Your efforts are combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned. If things have been financially tight for you recently, relax. There is great opportunity for increase and fulfillment in every way. Okay, so just do your work and get ready to receive. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to take that card for us as well, because now Spirit have said, just do your work. Just keep going. Just know that what is there on your path, you're doing the right thing here. Okay? It's not about the ego. It's about understanding and seeing things from a different perspective, making sure that your action, we've got good luck on the table. We've got protection. We've got, you know, this card is the Mother of God and women who watch over and protect. All about protection right now from our higher source. That is what we've got to remember, and that is what we're being shown here on the table today. I am absolutely blown away by this. I think this is incredibly wonderful. I'm just going to ask our dream cards just to give us a final message. I love the messages that come out, just our final message based on what it is that we've talked about, read about, and received as guidance today. And what would be that final message? There it is. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The only time to start creating the thing that is meaningful for you is now. So live in your now. Know that the way is being cleared. Know that. And the increscent moon. When is the increscent moon? Crescent moon. What to see? In crescent moon. Waxing crescent. First quarter. Waxing gibbous. Full moon waning. Waning crescent. In crescent moon. Last quarter, letting go, healing, recalibration, surrender, stillness, restoration. I don't know if I'm going to see a picture. Let me just see if I can see a picture of this moon. My moon book. Sometimes I can. In crescent. In crescent. Why? Waning crescent. No, the crescent moon, waxing crescent or waning crescent. Just trying to think. Waxing is to the left and waning is to the right. So this must be the waning in crescent moon. Interesting. So waning is about surrender, stillness, and restoration. Perfect time to recharge your batteries and reflect on the highs and lows of the cycle. Go all out with your favorite self-care. It may feel indulgent, but if the moon gets a rest, why not you? It's part of the life cycle, and you will have renewed energy for the upcoming new moon. See? So just before that new moon, this is when this will start to happen for us. Commune with your journal, indulge in a daytime nap. Make sure you're doing your journal reflections. How am I balancing work and rest in my life? I had all this conversation with my friend earlier on over lunch. Isn't that incredible? There's a reason why you have people that come in your life. You have conversations. You understand when spirit confirms things, because that is what it's all about. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if this has resonated with you. I am absolutely blessed to have been able to do this with you today. Thank you for listening to me, of course, and I'll see you again on Words of Wisdom. Thank you.